wait for, oh, that's pretty, and wait for it to get a little more daylight before I take the puppy for a walk. Okay, get up there, puppy. There's Benji. There's his rear end. You can see it. Okay, I got to cut up my steak. Cooked a steak this morning. I will be putting you guys in my ears so that I can hear it going down the road. I don't have to read. Okay. There we go. Let's unplug this. I really miss having my microwave air fryer up here. Yeah. Not a thing in this truck because this inverter down here isn't big enough to run it. So, electric skillet, which I don't like because it's got Teflon in it. Teflon causes cancer. Proven carcinogen. Is that how you pronounce that? Carcinogen? So, I don't like Teflon. At home, when I'm on the yarn bus, I cook in a really big cast iron pan. And really nice one. Smithy Ironworks. Oh my goodness, you guys. I love it. And the reviews when I was thinking about buying it, because it's not cheap. One of the reviews says it's slicker than dog snot. And that just made me laugh. And I thought, well, I got to get a pan that's slicker than dog snot. And I'm here to tell you, it's slicker than dog snot. Those Smithy Ironworks cast iron pans are the way to go, you guys. If you want a pan that you can pass down to your kids, that's the one. Oh, it's lovely. So I cooked up 2 ribeyes to eat on while I'm going down the road. I don't have time to just sit and eat meals most of the time. Sometimes I do. But when I'll be honest, when I am over here, you know, like east of Nebraska and Texas and all that, I'm going to places that I, you know, haven't ran for years. In fact, I've never been to this part of Mississippi. You know, I don't take a lot of time to do things. I make sure I'm stocked up, and I, you know, will fuel up. I'll take breaks for him and I to go to the bathroom. But mostly I'm just running to get there because I don't know the little ins and outs, you know, like which city is going to be, you know, jam-packed at what time of day, where are there usually accidents, and, you know, I don't have all that information like I do out west. Out west I know. I just know when I'm heading south on I-5, I stop at the top of the Grapevine if it's afternoon, and I just stop early because there's no point in going down into the valley and try to make an on-time delivery anywhere with the time that I have left that day. So yeah, I just stop at Fraser Mountain and I call it a day until the next morning when I can go in. So by the time I leave Fraser Mountain and drop down in the valley, you know, traffic's still a little heavy, especially if I'm going down south, continuing on I-5 south towards LA and maybe going down further in that direction. Well, even going out east towards Ontario, you know, there's going to be slowdowns in the morning, but it's steadily getting better. And I have a, you know, my morning clock to run on. So who's here and what are you working on and all the things? What are you drinking? Where are you at? What's the weather like where you're at? Steak makes me happy. Look at all that. So, I have got to put this up here so my wooden plate doesn't. Good morning, Karen. I'm in Mississippi. I haven't gone through Chillicothe, Ohio yet, but I'm keeping an eye out on it. I'm watching my loads. This load goes to the one I'm picking up in Arkansas this morning. This load goes to, where's it go? North Platte. Spinning wool, drinking water, latch hooking a bear, nice, knitting the great British sick off. Are you sick? Or was that supposed to say sock? Is that another sock thing? I hope that's the case and that you're not sick. Sock off, okay. Give us a little info on that. You don't have to write a book. Just, I know that gets old after a while, having to type and type and type. Not that I wouldn't read it. Of course, I've never heard of the British sock off. I watched the Crazy Sock Lady just because, I don't know, there's something about her voice and the way she just sits there and speaks. It's a pair of socks going to my sister for Christmas. Nice, nice. So I do watch the Crazy Sock Lady, and I donated a prize for summer sock camp, which is just a really informal thing. It's nothing like the things you've done with socks. But I enjoy watching socks. They're just so practical, right? That's why I get so fascinated with your work. And those ones that you sent me, oh my goodness, they're just so fabulous. So I want to join summer sock camp next year. If any of you don't know what summer sock camp is, just search it on Google or Ravelry or here on YouTube. It's addictive to me. But I did find one. She called it the waistcoat stitch, but I thought it was the waistcoat stitch. Which one is it, Karen, where it goes through the single crochet? She used that to make the cutest fingering weight pair of socks. And says the person who has more than 80 pair. Yeah, you do, I'm sure. All handmade by you. Okay, get up there, buddy. I gotta clean up. I need the garbage can. Gotta clean up. Yeah, so I'm thinking of making that Hooked by Robin pair. Was it Hooked by Robin? No. It was Bee Hooked, I think. Anyway, I have it saved in a playlist, and they're ankle pipe, which it wouldn't take much to make them calf or however tall you want them. And that's the stitch she used, and it's just fascinating, and it looks so good. That stitch looks like it's knitted, right? If you do it right. And I'm thinking of making a pair for summer sock camp, which, like I said, it's not a competition. It's toe up. Yeah, I think this one was toe up, and it's an afterthought heel, and it is really, I don't know. It looks like it doesn't have that texture to it, like you and I have talked about. The texture of crochet on your feet and all that. Yeah, so anyway, it's really a nice looking sock. And I think the video title is something like, crochet a pair of socks that you will actually wear. I don't know. We'll have to see what the texture is like, but I would like to at least do one pair of socks in my life. And you never know, I might get addicted to it, because that has happened, right? People get addicted to socks. Okay. Benji's doing the dishes. I'll clean that up with vinegar and water. later. I'll do that later. I do that later on in the day. Meantime, he's just making sure I didn't miss anything. Gotta be clean, huh, Benji? And then I gotta clean it again after you. Yeah. It's nice having a dog on board. He is a good boy. He does the dishes. He's a little dishwasher, huh? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's daylight. Buddy, we gotta go. So I gotta go walk the dog. Sorry, buddy. Cutting you short because it's getting daylight. We want to roll. Roll. I want to be late for our live load at 11 a.m. in, where are we going? West Memphis, Arkansas. Ugh, that thing is down. Okay, so we're going to go for a walk. Okay, we'll be right back. Get rid of these. Okay, come on, buddy. Come here. Okay, we're back. We are back. Switch you back around for a minute. I've got to get on duty. Good morning, Amy. I think it's just you two for now. But you're up early. Let's go on duty. I already checked my rig. Ooh, shipments. What's this all about? Okay, let's see. Make sure everything is right on my ELD 2724907. It's correct. Trailers 234366. Correct. Okay. Everything's correct for this load. Yeah, 4 a.m. It's 6:30 here. It's time to roll. Get my. I had to pay for parking last night. $12. That's cheap. That is cheap for parking. Tell you what, the San Francisco 49ers truck stop. I think it's $30 now. $20 or $30. Yeah, some places are even higher, especially out here in the east. Parking's at a premium. Put this right here so I can scan it later in my Fetch app. I better plug you guys in and get you in my ear for driving. Yeah, it's expensive, and the company doesn't cover that. Ooh, ribeye. We do. Some places are free. Of course, I prefer those, but you are a dirty dog. Let's wipe off those dirty, dirty feet. Oh my goodness, you're a dirty dog. Look at those dirty feet. It's a good thing I put towels up on the bedding just for this reason, so that he can jump up here and he can land. If I do tell him to wait for me on, standing on the floor, he will. Pat trained him very well. He raised you right, mister. There you go. Okay, so let's see, these two lights are on. Let's see if I can hear you guys. Somebody say something. Hang on, let me fix it. Do-do-do-do. Let me turn it back on. Okay, say something. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. So I can make sure you're in my ear. Ah! Hi, Tina. Okay. Six minutes. So, I'm good. Tammy's here. Tina, Amy, Karen. Did I miss anybody? I'm trying not to rely on that and just listen. So, I like to listen to crochet tutorials going down the road. And recently I was listening to MJ's Off the Hook, Granny Square Cardigan, Join As You Go. Yeah, so I just spent $300 on yarn. Long story short. The Farmer's Daughter, you guys. Wonderful yarn. The Farmer's Daughter. I have learned so much. Because I've been watching Nitty Natty What time is it for you, Tina? I've been watching Nitty Natty and Crazy Sock Lady, and of course, you know, sometimes I catch a replay of Karen. So yeah, I plan on making a cardigan for the crochet cruise in April. And it's going to be a spendy bugger. Robin's like, you can sell that thing on the ship. I'm like, okay. We'll see. Oh, we're going to talk about a little bit about... Okay, so Tina, you're in Mountain Time. No, you're in Eastern Time, like Karen. Karen and Marion and Roseanne and the other Roseanne and Lynette. Brady D, Billy. Where's Juan? I think Juan's on the East Coast, yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so I already kicked the tires and lit the fires. I like this down. Oh, that's all right. I got the ribeye today. I was in Indiana the other day. I like Indiana. Yes, it has been a long time, Tammy, and I'm happy to see you here with us. It's sticky. Hi, Catherine. Oh, you're in Tasmania too, isn't Cheryl in? Oh, no, Cheryl's originally from Tasmania. It's going great. What time is it there? My goodness. There's a coworker. That's what I've got. 2 of them I cooked up so I can, you know, and I cut them up and I can snack on them while I'm... Well, welcome in, Catherine. I'm glad you're here. There's a lot going on here. You can check out all the links in the description box. Oh. This is from Dooley. Dooley was my dog. The dog of a lifetime. I had him for 13 years. I still... And a friend of mine made this for me several years ago, and when I got it, I knew what it was going to mean to me when he was gone. Because typically our pets don't outlive us. There is a lot going on. Our elfin squares. That is going to be so much fun, you guys. For those of you, you know, still on the fence about it, we have about 15 in Group 1. And Group 1 was meant to be a mixture of Canadians and USians. I hate to call us Americans because we're all Americans. We're all on the American continent. That's what we were taught growing up. We are all on the American continent. So, staters and Canadians. Well, as it turns out, we have 1 Canadian on there. So, if you want to help us fill out the last 5 for Group 1 in our elfin squares, that would be great. Because, yeah, only 1 Canadian. And then, are we there yet? Yes, we are. I'm going to turn you guys around. And then Group 2 was meant to be all, you know, addresses from the U.S. So, poke, photo bomber. That's Benji. Okay. So, you know, and group 2 was meant to be for those who were concerned about the cost of shipping to Canada. It's all U.S. addresses. So, okay, we're heading to Love's in West Memphis, Arkansas. Okay, does that mean that I have a message? Hang on, I gotta, hang on. Everybody hang on while the truck driver, oh, Google Play Store, give me a break. Okay, we don't need that. Not on my work tablet. So, oh, there's Schaefer. He's my co-worker. I'm going to let him back up. I don't want to go out this way on the left. Come on. Do your thing, buddy. I tried to talk to him yesterday. I couldn't hear a word he said. I'm like, okay, have a good night. He looked at me kind of funny. So I don't know what he said, but yeah. Okay, he's practicing backing. Okay. He's got a trainer out there, I think. Somebody's helping him. Bye, Schaefer! I want to go out this exit because that other one is really, that's a skirt dragon exit right there. Excuse me, Forerunner. I like Forerunners. I really do. I really like them. Okay, let's get back. Okay, Tina. Sounds like Amy, did you win?
In 1.5 miles, turn left on I-22 West.
Okay. Huh, that was interesting. Okay. Anyway, this is New Albany,
In 1.5 miles,
Mississippi.
turn left on I-22 West.
Ooh, scissors. Good girl. Okay. New Albany, Mississippi. I don't believe I've ever been here before because the last time I was in Mississippi was like 5 or 6 years ago. Okay. Coming up on Interstate 22. It goes diagonally, like from northwest to southeast, but it's considered an east-west freeway. If it's east-west, it's an even number. If it's north-south, it's an odd number. Turn you guys a little bit here. There you go. Barbara, good morning. Yeah. Niles and his throwing rocks. Good morning, good morning. This is New Albany, Mississippi. It's very pretty here. And I don't know if you guys watch Hometown with Ben and Aaron on HGTV. I watch it on Discovery Plus. And I just like them. I just like them. And so I had to look up, good morning, Ellen. I had to look up Laurel, Mississippi, and that was about 3.5 hours south of me. So I'm not going to be dropping in on Ben and Aaron from Hometown Makeover, I think it's called. We don't do that here, Catherine. We don't have that set up. This isn't a grow channel. This is a vlog. Isn't it great? Well, I'm going east in Mississippi, but I'm getting ready to hit the 22. It actually kind of goes north-northwest, but it's considered an east-west interstate. So if I want to go to what place? Where I'm at? Oh, it's I was talking about hometown makeover with Ben and Aaron on HGTV. You know, it's a house remodeling show, one of those things. You know, just like the one down in Texas. Only it's in Laurel, Mississippi, and I just love those two. I think they are a beautiful, just a sweet couple with sweet kids, 2 little girls. Yeah, so I'm in New Albany, Mississippi, and Laurel, Mississippi. When I looked it up last night, I believe it was about 3.5 hours south of me. So we're turning northwest on Interstate 22, and we are heading for the Loves in West Memphis, Arkansas to get fuel. And then not too far from there, I think it's also in West Memphis, I'm getting live loaded at 11 a.m. and it's about 6:45 right now. It's about 170 miles.
I-22.
No, Newport, Arkansas is where I'm headed to get live loaded. It's 170 miles from here. So you know what, and I just want to say Mississippi, because it's fun. It's a fun word, right? Come on over, UPS. So what is going on? We got the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social. Wish you were going to be there, Ellen. I wish all of you were going to be there because it is going to be so fabulous. I started out the the 3-day schedule and the local recommendations document, and Carrie cleaned that up and she posted it in the group, and then I shared it somewhere this morning. My original crochet group out of the Idaho, Southwest Idaho, Treasure Valley, it's called Treasure Valley, Idaho, Oregon, crocheters and knitters, something like that. Anyway, I shared it in there this morning. Yes, we are going to have so much fun. So some people look at it like a retreat. It is not a retreat. It's more like a conference with vendors. So, and the only other crochet conference, Ellen, I so wish you were going to be there. The only other crochet conference, that is remotely like this one was the Chain Link from CGOA. But of course, that was a big, huge, that was monstrous. That was like 100 times bigger than what this is. This is like a mini conference, and we have thousands of dollars of gifts to give away. Thousands of dollars. We have 6 fabulous vendors. One of them out of the last minute. Really, kind of spooked us for about, 5 seconds. And then I'm like, wait a second. This is an opportunity for Green Trees Crochet out of Hillsboro, Oregon. It's a yarn shop. Her name is Jennifer, and she carries all kinds of hand dyes. And she asked about being a vendor this year, and I'm like, ooh, I would so love that, but we've filled the room. We would have to get one of our other yarn dyers to like split their, is that a dog coming across? It is. Oh my goodness, you guys. That dog came across the South Ave lane, and he's in the median now. I can't even look. I can't even look because I can't pull over. I hope he makes it wherever he's going. Anyway, Green Trees, Jennifer, when I talked to her about putting up one of our posters, she was like, well, I have a question. You have vendors. And so we had a conversation like that. I'm like, email us, and Carrie will see it in our email, our shared email account, and and I will talk to her, because it would have meant the would have meant that one of the yarn doctors split a booth. And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have wanted to do that. But one of them backed out on us very last minute. And I'm like, Green Trees Crochet. So we sent her all the information, and then she emailed us back and said, I'm in. I will book my hotel this week. She's driving over from Hillsboro. Just makes me all warm and fuzzy that she's coming over. We have some other Oregonians coming. The social is October 3rd through the 5th, which is Thursday through Saturday. I like to leave Sundays open for travel, for attending worship in the area, whatever people want to do. So, it was so lucky, Amy. I mean, it was meant to be. I feel like it was absolutely, isn't that awesome, Ellen? I feel like everything always works out. In the end, it works out. And I'm very pleased. Exactly, Ellen, meant to be. I'm very pleased. Our lineup this year, so we have a local yarn dyer. Forgive me, I don't have everybody's names in my head straightened out. We have a local yarn dyer and her fabulous yarn. And then we have Green Trees Crochet. She has hand-dyed yarns and all kinds of stuff coming over from Hillsboro. Then we have a stitch marker lady sharing a booth with somebody. Who's she sharing a booth with? Because I believe the soaps and lotions. Oh, with the bag lady. So we have the bag lady. She, makes her own bags like Robin does. She sews her own bags, but they're way different than what Robin does. So we got the bag lady, the stitch marker lady. Then we have the soaps and lotions. I believe she is sharing the booth with Robin from Sasquatch Yarn and More from Spokane. So 6 fabulous vendors. I can hardly wait. The problem is they're going to be setting up while we're checking everybody in on Thursday morning, and I'm going to have to be there to check people in. I won't get to shop until the afternoon. Oh my goodness. And we're doing a thing. We're going to start doing a thing. Instead of like early bird pricing, we are going to... Ruth, good morning, good morning. So now we are going to, first of all, we're going to give preference to like these vendors that we have this year. So we've never had most of them before, any of them before, but the ones that really, do well, sell a lot, we're going to offer them spots first next year. Like, we wanted Robin to come in with the Cascade yarns and her bags that she's sewing now, and all her stuff, her stitch markers and earrings and all her things that she's bringing in. She's our one from last year, but from here on out, we're going to give preference to these ones, who do well. So those vendors will be given, preference for next year. And our OG participants, we're calling them our OGs, they are going to get us a discounted offering early next year. We want to keep our OGs. And anyone who was at, the very first, anyone who has been to a previous Yarny Social, like the first one in the Dells, the second one in Boise, you're considered one of our OG socialites. And then we're going to get to know all of our new Yarny socialites this year, and we'll have a whole handful of, more OGs. Karen, I wish you and your husband could make a vacation, like a weekend out of it. Come on out. I don't know if he likes to fish, There's a lot of things to do in Boise. He could fish the Boise River. There are a lot of things to do in Boise. It is actually a destination spot. I wish you guys could come out. We do have a handful of YouTubers coming. We've got Mara from Mindfully Crocheted, Carrie the Yarny Elephant. We've got Nisi, Free Handily Made. Who else? Well, I'm missing somebody. There's me and Carrie. Is that it? Oh, and Robin. Duh. Robin, roaming with Rover. And they are going to be, you know, doing videos and lives and doing all the things, making posts. Workshop is on. Yarn provided, and then the Pamper Your Hands workshop. I can hardly wait for that, from my friend Diane, who's coming in from Portland. We've got that. We've got field trips. We've got field trips. Okay, Tina, thank you for coming in. Thank you. We still need to fill some spots in the Our Elfin Squares, hashtag Our Elfin Squares Square Swap. And if you guys don't know anything about that, there's a link to the video in the description box. Spring Square Swap that turned out so great. Ellen and Robin and Diane and I are the ones I know of have completed, you know, put their squares together to make the blankets. And they are so cool. They are so cool. You made 12 squares, you sent out 11, you got 11 back from, you know, 11 different people, and joined them all together to make our friendship Afghan. And now we're doing something similar with the Elfin Squares. It is so much fun. I'm so excited to see all those squares. We haven't filled the 2 groups yet, but we are working on it. We'll see if we need an angel. I think so far we don't have any flakes. We don't have any flakes. We had 1 or 2 flakes in the spring square swap, but it got covered. It was covered by people like Ellen and a handful of others that were amazing angels to help out with squares. So, you know, in case, you know, like you're expecting 11 back and you only get 9 or 10, yeah, we needed a couple people to cover those squares. So here's what happens if you don't have an angel. You know, you're short a couple squares, you just make a couple of your own to fill it in. But people do go on the naughty list. And my suggestion is don't try to mail those squares like anywhere other than the counter at the post office, face to face with the postal clerk. Because otherwise, like Carrie in Boise, 2 or 3 envelopes came to her with postage due. Not nice. Not nice. The Yarny Social going on. We've got the Elfin Squares. We've got the Mountain States Children's Home Charity Crochet Along. There's a Google Doc linked down below on how that works. What's up? I'm in Mississippi, girl. But I'm headed the other direction. I'm running away from you. I was only in Louisiana that one day flying through. And then Alabama was so short. It was such a short trip from west to east that I never even set foot in it. But I was hollering at Cindy. Joe, I wish you were coming to the Yarny Social. Right, Ellen? Because otherwise it's not nice when your squares show up with postage due on them. Oh, because I get up at, well, the alarm, let me rephrase that. The alarm goes off at 4. I make sure the coffee is brewing. And lately I've been rolling back over until about 5. At 5, it's like in the back of my head, like, you have to move, you have to go, you have to run, hammer down. Like, okay, I'm up. Yeah. It's 7 o'clock here. It's morning. We're burning daylight. Just so you guys know, Joe has been in my truck. She had her hands on the steering wheel. She was in the driver's seat. And Dooley was showing squeaky donut. This is my squeaky donut, and it goes squeak, squeak, squeak. And this is my squeaky donut. It was so cute. He loved meeting Joe. So the Elfin Square swap, that is going to be so much fun. We had such a good time with the spring square swap. Elfin Squares, so fun. And I joined them. So I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers using that granny join as you go method. Of course, I learned about it from Tony at TL Yarncrafts because she put her merino fingering weight sock yarn, her mini skeins. She was a mother trucker. Yeah. Anyway, Tony put her mini ski, her little, it was 80 squares she put together using that join as you go method from Hooked by Robin. But I was looking at, MJ's Off the Hook, her granny cardigan join as you go. I'll be making that with that $300 purchase of yarn I made. Talk about buyer's remorse. She was a mother trucker, and I gotta tell you, Dooley would get so excited. Who else? Crystal from Coffee Crochet and Cuddle with Dooley. So is Taffy, Ladybird. She's been on the truck with Dooley. I don't think Nicole climbed on the truck. Nicole was outside meeting her baby nephew Dooley. So many. Oh, Roseanne from Yarn It Out has met him. That was the time before I met her. The second time I met her, I met up with her in Lynette in Ohio, and I didn't get Dooley out of the truck. Was he with me? I'm not sure. Yeah, he was with me. But yeah, so Joe's been in the truck. But anyway, you guys check out hi Tanisha, good morning. So check out the Our Elfin Squares. It's linked down below. The Mountain States Children's Home Crochet Along. That Google document is linked down below. Those kids are so deserving of blankets and amigurumi, and you don't have to make what we're making, which is the Gumball Afghan, graciously approved by Tony at TL Yarncrafts, and the Somebody Miss C's Cottage. All that information is down below. No cookies from Tanisha. Sorry, Niles. You'll just have to beat her at rock, paper, scissors. Of course, if you do, she might slap you down. She'll keep you in your place, that's for sure. So those things are going on. Oh, Joe, I wish you could come to the Yarny Social. We're going to have such a good time this year. All the field trips, the workshops, thousands of dollars in gifts. How long is which going on for, Denisha? The Yarny Social, the Elephant Squares, or the Charity Crochet Along? The Charity Crochet Along, we just want those kids to have them by Christmas time, and it's in northern Colorado. You just send it to them. Hopefully with washing information. Yeah. Send it to them, and we're just hoping to inundate them with amigurumi and with amigurumi and blankets. Doesn't have to be our patterns that we're, pushing on you, the Gumball, Afghan, and the Somebunny. But we would just love to see those kids get, more than enough. And I believe there's 30 kids. Raylene out of Wyoming did 7 Gumball Afghans. Overachiever, making the rest of us look so bad. I mean, fabulous. And her color choices were so amazing. These kids are like from 12 to 17. So that's why I'm doing the blues and greens with the gray main color, and Robin's got those yarn packs that are Minecraft colors, and yeah, so all that information is linked in the description box. What else is going on? The holiday bags that Robin put together, that's an Advent type thing, but it's actually going to go 31 days instead of 25, and she has done her best to keep the cost down to $125 with free shipping to the U.S. You'll have to pay shipping if you're out of country. And those, I'm so looking, I was like one of the first. I don't think I was the very first one to email her and say, hey, I want to pay you. And that's how it's done. You have to email Robin at Roaming with Rover. Go check out her channel. And she's got a video on the holiday bags. We started calling them boxes, but they're bags. They're coming in bags. You open up a little thing every day. And her big thing is she's seen a lot of these YouTubers do Advents, and there's no way that the gifts, that the things people were opening up every day added up to what they paid for it. So she really wanted to do this, and I think I am so excited about it. I'm just so excited about it. She, I think, has 6 bags left out of, I think she did 20. And so anyway, there's Niles will share a link for the limited number that are left. I think she 40. Oh, Niles, you are so wrong. She's 147% cool. Niles, come on. So anyway, she has like 4 or 6 of the spots left for that. Yes, I know. He's rude. I know. Denisha, you need to put him in his place. He's getting a little rude. But that's what he does. That's fun. And then she's talking about doing something else. What was it? Oh! Like 100 Days to Christmas, like movie marathon thing. So 100 days, so it's what, 106 days to Christmas? Going to do the Gumball Afghan, but what did you say? Oh, you'll do a different one. It took me a second for my brain to hear that. That's right, Amy. You were on at one point, right? Ellen, he is just rude. He's rude. Yeah, do whatever you want. If you want to do an Afghan, you want to do an Am. Oh, a couple of times. Well, I tried to tell you that I won all the games, so you shouldn't even be watching your numbers. For those of you who don't know, it's the second and fourth Monday, right? That was the second. Let me look at my calendar. Yeah, the second and fourth Monday of every month. Robin over at Roaming with Rover has a fun 3-game bingo live, and the first 2 games are match 5, and the last game is a blackout. And they're not progressive. You start all over on your numbers for each game. So, Creative Grandma, I just caught a glimpse of that. Something about, are you insane? I don't know what that's all about. Well, Joe, right up here it says exit 21. JoJo's Restaurant and Truck Stop. I didn't know you owned multiple businesses. I didn't know you were a business owner in Mississippi. Before you had kids. So yeah, we got bingo the second and fourth Monday of every month, and it starts at what, 4 or 4:30 Pacific? I can't remember. 4 or 4:30 Pacific. That way, people on the East Coast. I want some of Joe's sweet tea at JoJo's Truck Stop. Love it. I love it, Joe. Oh, I miss you. I think about you a lot. Maybe next year at the Yarny Social. It is becoming quite the destination, you know, vacation destination for crocheters. It is getting better and better every year. I mean, the first year was amazing with the group that we had and Selena Baca and all the autographed books that she gave out, and the time we had together was just precious. Sweetie. Oh, yeah, I miss you. The time we had together was so precious. And then Carrie talked me into doing it again, only in Boise. Well, even though I felt like the whole experience of, flying into Portland and driving up the gorge to the Dalles was part of the experience, and it was. Like, Wendy came in from, where's Wendy from? Wisconsin, Minnesota? Her and her daughter flew in to Portland, rented a car, came up the gorge, saw all the sights in the gorge and the Dalles, and then after the Yarny Social, they went, sightseeing in Oregon. Good morning, Carrie. There's another Yarny socialite right there. So her and her daughter, made a whole week out of it. Do you know how to merge? Apparently not. Well, I'm glad you figured it out. There's another Yarny socialite coming. We got quite a few YouTubers going to be there, going live, doing videos, posting pictures. Oh, that's just rude, Miles. That's just rude. So, there's a lot going on. So, Robin's talking about this 100 Days of Christmas. I don't know what she's calling it, a movie marathon thing where she goes live and we watch this movie and we chat about the movie while it's playing, and it's kind of like ranch rules. If the gate is open, leave it open. Right? Yeah, what is everybody eating this morning? Are you eating? Are you drinking coffee, tea? Sweet tea from JoJo's truck stop? That owner op just got pulled over. He might have been speeding. You're going to have cream of wheat. I love cream of wheat, cream of rice. I love grits. Carrie's having peach tea. And I love them all with butter. Oh, with a ton of butter. But it's not on the food plan. Oh yeah, cream of wheat, cream of rice. Joe's making coffee. Well, my cup is half empty. It's not half full, it's half empty, Joe. Just saying. Just giving you that little subtle hint. I'm having ribeye. Niles is checking everyone's pockets for cookies. Karen has water. Karen's with us too this morning. There's another one I want to go to the Yarny Social. I want to see all of you there next year. Because the only thing I've ever seen, and it doesn't mean I've seen everything. Of course, you are in Sacramento. I have only ever seen an actual crochet conference before in the chain link conference, because that's a conference. It's not a retreat. It's not a fiber festival. That's a conference, and ours is a smaller version of that. Do any of you guys know of an actual crochet conference? Not a yarn conference, not a fiber festival, not a retreat. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, because our friend Lee Turner puts on this Fiber Love retreat in McCall, Idaho every year, and everyone raves about it. And then there's Flock in Seattle next year. Flock in Seattle, a bunch of us are meeting up at Flock in Seattle next year. It's in August. Have you been to several? Because I haven't ever been to any. And then, did they try to do the virtual thing or not? Yeah, I have too. I do really appreciate what Selena Baca is doing at the American Crochet Association, and I don't want to pit one against the other. Some people really, like, I've got a friend who won't have anything to do with the Yarny Social because the first year Selena Baca was there. I don't know if she feels like Selena has, like, been disloyal to the CGOA. I mean, they are two very different organizations. Okay, well, I don't know what it used to be, but I know I joined here about 7 or 8 years ago, and I really, I don't think I got all my magazines, and I really didn't get a lot out of it. Where at my stage of crocheting, I feel like I get a ton more. Good morning, HD. I get a ton more out of the American Crochet Association than the CGOA. Now, hopefully the CGOA isn't going away. I'd like to see them have their chain link conferences again. I would like to go to a chain link conference. Hello, I would love to. But as far as I know, there aren't any other like crochet conferences in the country except for the Yarny Social. Although, like I said before, I can't really, I mean, Yarny Social is a fraction of what the CGOA was. Are there any CGOA members in here who have kept up with the latest on... Oh, Ellen's gonna be playing Grandma today. You know, are they gonna go back to having the chain link, or is everything still open-ended? Are they looking at virtual? Let me tell you what I did virtually last year. On YouTube, with HanJan and all of them, was the Crocheting Garments with Confidence Summit, and you could attend lives, you know, real-time lives on YouTube of all that was offered as far as presentations. But if you paid for the VIP package, you would have, oh, is it mud? Is it, what do they call that? Mud? Is that mud, Ellen? I tried that, and it had kind of a chai flavor to it, and it was good, but I love coffee, so I went back to coffee. Anyway, Crocheting Garments with Confidence Summit, you can still buy that VIP package. I don't remember how much it was. Doesn't seem like it was that expensive, but the VIP had a couple of extra things thrown in there. But now I have lifetime, you know, as long as there's an internet, I guess, I have access to all the presentations, all the videos that were within that conference. And then there was I paid for the one for the year before, and then I paid for another online crochet conference. I'm trying to think of the name of that now. Now I can't even remember the name of it, but I loved all of those. And I learned a lot. Yeah, I think you're right, Karen. You know that Tamara from Moogly, Tamara Kelly. So here's something Robin and I have been taking a very close look at. Is these like European crafting tours. Like the ones for this year, of course, are out. But in 2026, if Tamara's still doing like her UK, you know, yarn tour or crochet tour or whatever it is, where you fly into London and you're all part of this crochet tour, it's already sold out for this year, is a German Christmas village tour to all these like Christmas shops, craft shops. 19, my goodness. Oh, fire truck, paramedic truck. Oh, no, that's a fire truck. That's not a paramedic truck. That's interesting. But it's the size of a big ambulance. Anyway, so we're looking at these craft tours. And I think the website is called Craft Tours. Okay, there's the link, you guys, for our Elfin Squares. We need to finish filling up group 1, which has like 15 in it. And then group 2 has 9 or 10 in it. We need to fill those up, and the squares need to be mailed out by November 30th so that we at least have them by Christmas. We probably won't have them put together. I'm going to try to have mine put together, just a personal goal. It's not a requirement. But our Elfin Squares is going to make such a great, you know, Christmas Afghan. Just like our friendship, you know, the spring square swap. When we did that. That was so much fun. And then I just want you all to know I am thinking about starting the Hag's Christmas Afghan again. the Hags Christmas, what did I call it? Crochet along. The squares have to be 8 inches blocked out. They need to be done in a DK. No animal fibers. And you need to do 40 of them, and you send 18 out. And you get 18 back. You send 2 to every other person. There's 20 people per group. And you send 2 to every other person in your group. Group 1 has 1 Canadian in it, so there's, you know, that's an extra cost. And we talk about a lot about how to save money on, you know, walking up to the counter and see if they will mail it as a large envelope. Some Nazis behind the counter, excuse me, they're like, no, that's a package. And I'm like, really? Even though the envelope said this. But anyway, that's how that works. And the link is there in what Niles just shared in the chat for all the details. So like I said, we have 15 in group 1, which includes 1 Canadian. If another Canadian decides to come in at this point, we are going to accept them. I have sent them all an invitation, and one has joined in. Isn't that amazing? 19 grandchildren. Whew. And then, you know, you can look up the spring square swap. That was just 12 10-inch squares, and that was fun. And this one's, you know, a little more involved, but we're so excited about it. Group 2 is all US only. So when people email me and say they're in and give me their mailing address, they have to let me know group 1 or group 2. So, okie dokie, what are we doing here? We're coming into 78 West. And my squares are nothing fancy this time. I'm not doing some Victorian blah blah blah. My goodness, Denisha, you are so blessed. Yeah, I'm doing different variations of granny squares. I'm doing
1 3/4 miles.
flower grannies.
Take exit 12B, 12A on the right to I-269 south, then keep left.
No, GPS, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go up the 78 to the 240 west for 21 and a half more miles. Just get over it. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm doing, I mean, you can do just granny squares. You block them out to 8 inches so that the recipient doesn't have to block out their squares. And then we will join them. And what I did last time was I hung it on the back of my little banquette couch thing, and I just took hand steamer to the joins to get them to lay a little flatter. It's not perfect. Little girls are special.
Take exit 12B, 12A on the right to I-269 south.
Sorry, not
left.
going that way. I'm going to keep going another 20 miles to 240 west. Very excited about those squares. I can hardly wait to see it. Hi, Creed. I'm going to wave at my coworker. He's zoning out. Sorry, Gypsy, not going to happen.
Take exit 12A on the left for I-269 south, then keep right.
She's gaslighting me. You're on the exit. You're going to stay on the exit. I know you're on the exit. No, I'm not. So yes, anybody wants to join,
Right
check
to
that
I-269
link
south,
for the
then keep
video
left.
and then email me your mailing address and what group you want to be in. Group 2, we need 10 or 11 more for group 2. We need 5 more. Did Carrie come in? I missed it. Carrie, are you here? I didn't. Which Carrie? Are you talking about Carrie the Yarny Elephant or Carrie Jet one in? Hey HD, let's see what happens. Oh, he doesn't play fair. I think he cheats.
Continue on US 78.
Again! Finally. He'll start ignoring you after a while. He'll say handmade designs, and then that's it. He'll just turn around and walk away because he hates losing. Hey, Ellen. Uh-oh. His piece of paper is kind of wicked this morning. Okay, I only have 33 miles to go to my fuel stop, and I'm going to end the live there. But I love that all of you came in this morning. All of you who came in. We got new people. We had some OGs come in. I love that you've all been in here. Listen to me rattle on, blah, 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 blah. While driving through Mississippi. Coming up on Olive Branch. And I'm on Highway 78. It's considered westbound, but because it goes diagonally, to me it's heading northwest out of Mississippi. Ribeye for breakfast, yes! Oh! I love that you're spinning. I was thinking that, I just had a thought. Like, if you, well, it'd probably be a pretty large item to pack to Boise, Idaho. Somebody type in Joe, J-O. Somebody type it in. Let's see if that is working. I just had an idea that maybe on one of the afternoons, okay, let's see what happens. It worked. It worked. Do you know how long I waited for that to come up the first time? Like 6 months or so. And finally Joe came into a live, and I think I had to type in Joe. No, other people were like, hi Jojo. And Niles, I waited so long for that. Oh my goodness. I know I'm a dork. way too much on yarn from the 5. Bought, let's see, I bought cream. I think I bought 6 colors, but the cream color I bought like 4 of those. And the rest of them I bought 1 or 2. I don't remember. But it came up to just under $300. This is hand-dyed, 100% superwash merino in a something about spinning. That's what I was talking about. Then I'll go back to the $300 worth of yarn. Like, you know, I'm giving away a L.O.C bag. I bought a L.O.C bag from I Yarn For You in Boise. And we are giving that away as one of the door prizes. That's the caliber of door prizes we're giving away, guys. There are thousands of dollars worth of prizes being given away over the course of 3 days. Anyway, you know, you were saying that you were spinning, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if Carrie and Karen were sitting there doing spinning demonstrations on like one of the afternoons at the Yarny Social, like Saturday afternoon, big finale, you know? Going through Olive Branch, there's a, I believe the state line is right ahead of me. What do we go through? What do we go through? Blah, blah, blah. Arkansas? No, what is it? We'll see. We'll see. I think we're coming into Arkansas. I don't think there's a state in between. See, I don't know this area as well as I know every, you know, from Texas north and west, and Texas west and north. I know all of that. Nebraska, both Dakotas. So anyway, I think it would be great. But if you came out next year, Karen, I imagine that your spinning wheel is a big deal, and it would be hard to travel with that. Of course, there's opportunities to use someone else's spinning wheel if they bring it, because I think, I hate to volunteer Carrie for anything without talking to her, but it would be cool if the two of you were sitting there spinning, and it seems like she might have another spinning wheel. Have you? Well, then get ready for next year, girl. Oh, thank you, Denisha. I think they're boring. I mean, for you guys, not for me. I love it. I love seeing all of you guys in here and hearing you in my ear, hearing the chat in my ear. Okay, Olive Branch, exit 2. Coming up on the state line. Yeah, so bingo is the 2nd and 4th Monday of every month. Sometimes they're boring. Well, thank you for your honesty. Okay, people, you're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to make a choice. Hello? Seriously, this person is doing 50 miles an hour. Ah! Yeah. Oh, that's right. You guys are avid hunters. Okay, this idiot is doing 50 miles an hour in front of me. I'm done with you. You shouldn't be on the freeway. It's 70 miles an hour out here, genius. And super calm. I bet he is too. Okay, you know what? There are some areas where people just don't know how to merge. Okay, so here's a line of people merging. So the people in back of that line really have no control over how fast the merge is. So I'm a little more forgiving in this instance. Yeah, you know, there were 6 or 8 of them merging all at the same time. So the ones in the back didn't have a lot of choice, especially since that left lane was just, it was a solid wall. So nobody was getting over, including me. So I get that. So we're in Olive Branch, and I think, you know, it's like time to change your mindset, Dana. This is traffic. This isn't, you know, wide open highway or freeway. This is congestion. So love you, Joe. I'm so happy that you came in. So happy. So good to see you. Have a great day. Okay. This guy is going pretty slow, so I'm going to go around him. The last thing I want to do is be whipping in and out of lanes, right? Still 70 miles an hour. He just hasn't gotten up to speed. I think it would be great to have a spinning demonstration at next year's Yarny Social, because they do that in the Treasure Valley a lot. Like Carrie will take her wheel and or her spinning, whatever it is, and she will, like, her and the spinning guild will go to public places like farmers markets and like the state fair they just went to, the Western State Fair, and they will spin during the day and just have a demonstration, spinning demonstration. So they're promoting their art. And I think that's important. What's the matter, Chrysler? See that car? Its right front wheel is up on that cement divider. Heritage houses. So what is a heritage house? I wonder what's going on with that. It's pretty. It's a nice looking car. I like them. I like boats. I like driving boats down the freeway. I'm sure you have talked about heritage houses before. Seems like in the back of my mind something sounds familiar. Are they like houses on the historical register? That's a great idea. I wonder what's going on with old Mississippi Chrysler here. Doesn't look like they have a flat. I'm not sure what happened. I don't see any dents. It's a nice car. I like big cars. Okay. So there's a link to our Elephant Squares. We are looking for a handful of people to fill out those groups so that we can, and once those groups are full, we will I will email the mailing list back to all of you so that you can start mailing out. You've got until November 30th to get them all mailed out. Oh, I love that idea. I love that. Duh, makes sense. Like, I've been to Fort Vancouver and they, you know, well, let me back up. I grew up going to Black Powder Rendezvous. I think I've told you that. We wore buckskins and beads and competed with our muzzle, our black powder rifles, not inline, like traditional black powder rifles. Flintlock and percussion, and we competed with, you know, throwing, you know, knives and tomahawks, and we even had a rolling pin and frying pan throwing contest. That was fun. Great. You know, we camp out. Some people even camped out in teepees. We had a little tin can of a camp trailer. It was so much fun. But anyway, so here we are. You know, some people go so far. Some people go all the way to be authentic pre-1830 rendezvous garb. You know, some rendezvous, You cannot have a rifle, you know, tools, dress, living situation that is post 1830s, because things kind of changed in the 1830s as far as fur trappers went. Pre 1830, oh, that is cool. That is cool. Like cotton dresses, that is awesome. So, in fact, there were some, you know, gals at the rendezvous that would wear those cotton dresses. Yes. So not everybody was in buckskins. I had buckskins. My dad had buckskins. My brother had buckskins. But many of the women were in the cotton dresses that were era specific, right? We never went to the really strict only pre-1830s. So anyway, that is my experience with, you know, playing the era, you know, playing the part for a weekend. And those were so much fun. And then later on, I know that we visited, you know, Fort Vancouver in Vancouver, Washington, and they have people all dressed up in era garb, and they're baking bread in the stone oven, and they were probably spinning wool. They, you know, I'm sure they were weaving. All I remember is the bread oven, and everybody was speaking in Old English. Not everybody, a few were. But dang, that was 30 plus years ago that I went there. So now I can kind of picture, did you have a bonnet? Do you have a bonnet? Or I guess you wouldn't wear a bonnet indoors, right? But you could have it hanging, you know, off the back of your head, back of your neck. I don't know if that was a thing. And oh, that is awesome, Karen. That's awesome. We've got traffic. Traffic is so fun. Oh, we're 21 miles, 22 miles away from our fuel stop. Oh, I bet it was. And that's when I will end the live, you know, when I'm parked. How fun, how fun, how fun. Ugh. Where are we? We're in Tennessee now, I think. I missed the state line. There's the state line on my GPS. Okay. I think, well, we're coming into Memphis, Tennessee. I think we're pretty much in Memphis. We're just on the south side of Memphis right now. Maybe it was Memphis. Does anybody like Pam Tillis? I love Pam Tillis. Minecraft yarn packs, you guys, check those out. There's a few left. There's just a few left. I'm going to, after I get fuel in West Memphis, then I'm going to Newport, Arkansas to pick up this load, and then I'm delivering it on Thursday in North Platte, Nebraska. So I'll be back up in my area of the world. But I like the time I have spent out east, going up and down, you know, pretty much from border to border, up and down, out here, out east, out of my comfort zone, getting to know these areas. I have really enjoyed this. 6%. Niles. You know, Karen, you are welcome to slap him down and show him just how cool you really are. you have my permission to discipline him. Well, I like you. Midwestern Hoof Trimmer just uploaded a video. I found him because I like watching the Hoof GP. Oh, I hear ya. I hear you, Karen. That's all right. I've been called that a lot too. I don't care. So, raise your hand if you know who the Hoof GP is out of Scotland. He is a hoof trimmer for mostly dairy cattle, but he's a cattle trimmer. And horses, a horse hoof trimmer we call a farrier, but he calls himself the Hoof GP, and GP stands for Graham Parker. But anyway, I watch him. It's kind of like sometimes it's kind of like watching a couple of sheep farmers. Sometimes it's like, there's like really ooey gooey stuff. It's kind of like watching Dr. Sandley. But most of the time it's about him digging out these different problems on their feet. And I find it very satisfying that he cleans all those up, he treats them, and sends them on their way. I don't know why. It all gets cleaned up, and that's satisfying to me. So I watch the Hoof GP on YouTube. And occasionally the Midwestern Hoof Trimmer. He's out here somewhere in the Midwest, not down here in... Am I in Tennessee? I must be in Tennessee because I'm coming into Memphis. So, anyway, he's not down here, but somewhere in the Midwest. And he trims hooves. And they're completely different vibes, different feels on these videos, but I like watching them. Yeah, Ellen, there's a guy in the Midwest, the Midwestern Hoof Trimmer, and then there's the Hoof GP. And I thought GP stood for like general practitioner.
Be in either of the two right lanes, then keep right to Highway 78.
Yes, Tennessee. So, anyway, and the other guy is in Scotland. And of course it's fun to, I don't know, it's entertaining with their accent. They speak Scottish slang, and I don't know what they call it, the original language, but it's fun. It's entertaining and satisfying to watch. So what, if you're working on something right now, what is it? If you plan on working on something later in the day, what is it? Let's hear from you. What you doing yarny-wise? I know they do. And like Graham Parker always says, like 95% of the cows that goes through the crush, they're fine. They're just routine trimmings. But we get to see the problems and watch them get fixed. There's just very few that actually have a problem. So what's everybody working on now, or going to work on later today, or like what's the next thing? Like I have to get out the two-color tapestry crochet project and finish that as soon as I get a chance, because Carrie, you win. You guys voted for the tapestry crochet for the workshop at the Yarny Social. So, which is great because it's about a third done. About a third, I think. We're going to do a single crochet border around it, and then that's it. is a mug mat, which is just a little bit bigger than a mug rug. But it's 2 colors and it's turning rows, so you go back and forth. Hello, Shaper.
Keep right to Highway 78.
Shaper is also the blue trucks and the blue and white trailers. They're part of this same company. I'm with Crete, so I run the dry vans because I can't drive at night anymore. And because those reefer loads tend to deliver in the middle of the night. I'm just getting old, you guys. We are not allowed, here's a sidebar. We are not allowed to take our overnight 10-hour break, or whenever people take their 10-hour breaks. We are not allowed to take that 10-hour break in the Memphis area because of theft. And when I was driving for May Trucking Company, we were not allowed to stop at the Birmingham. It was either a Pilot or Flying J, just north of the city. Not even for a break. We would never get fuel there. We were not to stop there for any reason, because they would bring bolt cutters, break your seal, and start stealing right out of your trailer while you were in the truck.
In 2.5 miles,
that's just what
take
we
the
were
ramp
told.
On the right to I-240 west towards St. Louis.
Okay, I-240 west towards St. Louis. Okay. And that is a right exit that curves around. I love... So, are these a big octopus, or are these like Octavia? Like the size of Octavia? Octavia. Which, by the way, I need to call her. I need to know what's going on with her. I miss her. That goes north on the 76. Okay, we're not there yet. Turn on a little bit of AC here. Need a little air. Need a little air. Okay, this is the 176. We're going up to the 240. Oh, I wish I had some cash. There's a person on the side there who's limping. Oh, I think she might have been born with something. I don't know what's going on with her foot, but... Okay, what I don't like is that she took somebody else's sign and wrote on the back of it. Okay, well sought after. Okay. Good morning, Joyce. So what time is it there? We're in, it must be 6 a.m. there almost. Right? Yeah, I'm in Central. I'm in Central time. I think this whole run is going to be in Central time because I'm going from Mississippi to North Platte, Nebraska. I don't know. I might be in Mountain time at North Platte. I'm not sure where the line is. Does anybody know where the dividing line between Central and Mountain is in Nebraska? 100. Really? Wow. What size yarn are you making them out of? Are you making it out of that like blanket yarn, that fuzzy, or the velvet, or a worsted? What are you making it out of? I'd love it if you made a blanket for the children's home, Janisha. I'd love it if all of you did. Either a blanket or a... You could even send a couple of octopuses. I mean, that would work. But I'm sure you make those for your family, right? And other things. Are there 100 people in your family who... Yeah, Colorado is mountain time. I've lived in Colorado. And, goodness, girl.
In 3/4 of a mile,
but
take the ramp
parts
on
of
the right
Nebraska
to
is
I-40
central.
west, then keep left.
And I'm pretty sure parts of western Nebraska is mountain time. Bougie yarn. Okay. Okay, this is Memphis, you guys. Maybe it was Memphis. Oh, I love that. I love that, Denisha. Okay, it's all that information is down. So there's a link to Tony's video down in the description box. If you bring up that video or you go to, here's what you can do. Skip all that. You can read the Mountain States Children's Home crochet along info in the Google Doc that is listed down below. But if you go to Ravelry and search Gumball Afghan, and when you go to download it, use the code Gumball to get it for free. Hopefully there are still a few uses left on that code, and you can get the downloadable pattern for free. Now she does, oh, I love that. I love that, Denisha. Now she does have a video that kind of explains the technique, which is a good accompanying video. It is not a tutorial for the pattern. It does not replace the pattern. So, or if you just want to get the product, the pattern of the panhandle, that's northwest, isn't it? Or is that southwest? What time zone is North Platte in? I'll put you to work. Nisi. We were just talking about you and all the Yarny Socialites that are YouTubers, the YouTubing Yarny Socialites. And we've been talking about the Our Elfin Squares and the children's home. So, Joyce, you can just go to Ravelry and search Gumball Afghan and then use the code Gumball. Or you know, anybody can get it for free from her blog. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, did you? Good deal. And all the charity crochet along information is linked down below. Well, is it? It should be in a link down below to a Google Doc. Excuse me, my mouth is full. Okay. We are coming up on the 240, Interstate 240 West. Okay, so thank you, Ellen. That is helpful. So this whole run is going to be in Central Time. That's cool. Okay, good. Good. But just so you know, Denisha, you can make whatever you want. We want this to be for their Christmas presents. And you can always order the Minecraft yarn pack from Robin. Right there is the link. Well, it's the truck driver in him. Right? It's the truck driver in him. He's like, oh, I bet I know the answer to that. Okay, that's east. I want... Hello. Well, this has me going... This is weird. But there should be a way to go west.
Be in the left lane.
Be in the left lane, yes. Okay. It should have said 240, not 240 east, because that was confusing. I almost missed that exit, but thankfully this tablet was pointing me in the right direction. Oh yeah, he hears trucker questions. He's like, oh, I bet I know that. Let me look it up. Let's dive down this rabbit hole. By the way, say good morning to my trucker buddy. The Gumball Afghan, Denisha, or the Somebunny? Your bobbin is full. Lovely. The Gumball Afghan. And it's not very big, you guys. You can make it bigger. You can do more stitches in the foundation and make it wider. I just went with her pattern, which I think is 100 stitches, 99 stitches, something like that. 35 by 40. Yeah. Well, in my, you know, those
I-240.
Those braids, that Jacob's ladder technique kind of makes the front of the blanket kind of curl forward, curl towards the right side. So I will be steaming it. I'll be steam blocking it. I'm going to hang it up. Like, hopefully I'll have it done by the Yarny Social, and I can hang it up and steam it, and then it'll lay flat. So yeah, that Jacob's ladder technique tends to make it kind of curl towards the front. But you just steam it out. Just hang it up, steam it out a little bit. If you're using acrylic, steam is the best. Okay, 2.3 miles. 2.3 miles to 240 north, and that'll be on the right. Got some, okay, got some orange signs up here. Use 240 north to St. Louis. Okay, I got a little lost in St. Louis yesterday. I was a little panicked. I was on the phone with Robin, and I think I missed something while we were having a conversation, which I have to be careful in places like St. Louis. I get lost in Indiana a lot. I used to get lost all the time in Indiana, and I don't remember why, but of course it was my first year driving. St. Louis is tough. Now Dallas, I kind of got a little education on Dallas before I ever got to that area. So I seem to do okay in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, even though it's huge and there are 50 million you know, freeways and off-ramps, and some of them are really short off-ramps. I mean, there's hardly any warning. Okay, so we need to go towards 1.2 miles to 240 north. This is what we want right here, exit only. Yeah, it's a little tough, but I got lost in the country. Let me tell you, of course it was, like I said, my first year driving big truck, and I got lost a couple of times. You get out on those country roads, and next thing you know, you're on one that has a weight limit on it, and you're not supposed to drive big truck on those. I'm like, well, where am I supposed to go? Panic. Okay, 240, follow 240 north. Well, I don't want to go downtown Memphis. I want to go to West Memphis to the Lowe's and get me some fuel, which is 12 miles away. How long have I been driving? An hour and a half. Is that all? Okay, 240 north. Here we go. Here we go now. Hope I'm in the correct lane. Okay. I think so. Ooh, we got traffic up here. That's right. That's right. You can find it for free on her blog. Okay, we're going this way. We are in Memphis, Tennessee. Morning traffic. It's quarter after, oh, well, it's about 10 after 8. Oh, now he's trying to butter you up, Denisha. That's Niles. He runs hot or cold.
In 4.5 miles, take exit 31
Whoop, whoop.
on the right to I-40 West.
She got it. Okay, now we need exit 31 to I-40 West. That's where I'm used to going through Memphis, is on I-40, but we're not going to be on I-40 that long. Hot and cold. That guy. Okay, speed limit here is 55, so we'll set it to 58. There we go. We may not even be able to go that fast. Oh, so far so good, but it's looking awful slow up ahead. 3.9 miles to exit 31, Interstate 40 West. My friend Wanda, crochet done my way. Wanda, fellow truck driver, she runs the 40 a lot. Wonder where she's at today. I may have to text her when I get stopped. After we're done with the live and I'm getting fuel, I may text her. Ask her where she's at today. I would love a picture, Denisha, and the next time I'm doing a sit and stitch in here, I will share it. Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda. Karen and Wanda met up. I probably could have gotten a hug from Wanda the other day, like last week. As I went through South and North Carolina, because I think she was home that day, but you know, like I was saying earlier, I am not real familiar, you know, I don't have a lot of experience out here in the East, and the, you know, the Southeast and the Northeast and the East. So I just hammered down is all I did. I didn't stop. When I get more comfortable, like when I met up with Rosalie and Lynette, that was on the Ohio Turnpike. That was easy, and they kind of planned it out for me. I mean, I figured out a travel plaza for us to meet at, and then those two figured out, and I let them know what time I'd be there. And then those two just got there, right? And we had lunch together, and it was so nice. I think I must have been with Night Transportation because we were wearing masks. And that was 2020, and I was running hard in 2020. Well, first 6 months I was. Then after that, they just had me sitting all the time in California. We all know how much I love running in California. Okay, exit 31 is what I need. 2 miles to exit 31. What's everybody else working on? Nisi, what are you working on? Or what will you be working on later? If you're not working on anything right now. I'm crocheting vicariously through all of you because I have to drive. Excellent, Karen. Thank you. I want to see that. I want to see that. I don't know if I'll do a sit and stitch tonight. I might do one tomorrow night. We'll see. Sometime this week I hope to do a sit and stitch. Today's Tuesday.
In 1.5 miles, take exit 31 on the right to I-40 West.
Nag, nag, nag. Okay, I'm 8.5 miles away from Love's. Who knows how long that's going to take. So Karen's spinning. Okay, you'll be at Weaving Guild. Is this like a local chapter of a national guild? Or is it just a local guild? I mean, I shouldn't say just. Is it a local guild or is it a local chapter of a national guild? I've been meaning to ask Carrie that same question about her spinning and weaving guild that she belongs to. Okay, there's exit 30, and I need 31. Chapter of a national guild. Okay, cool. A Cardi. Which one, Joyce? Because I'm getting ready to do her granny join as you go, Cardi. Like I'll start that maybe in December. Or I want to have it done before April. That's what I bought all that buyer's remorse yarn for. The Farmer's Daughter has fabulous hand-dyed yarns, you guys. And I bought quite a bit in different colors. These are the colors I was polling everyone about a week or so, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. I've slept since then. I ended up buying all the colors, and I'm going to make that MJ's Off the Hook Granny Cardi. Join as you go, Granny Cardi.
Yes,
it does. That's for sure.
On the right.
I would love a picture of that, Joyce, if you could email me one. Okay, 31 towards Little Rock. Little Rock. Think I'm gonna have to see. Here we go, here we go. Oh, there we go. I think I'm on a roll here. Thank you, Joyce. Solid as a stone, baby, wait and see. Think I'm gonna have to slip you off. I love when churches have steeples, like real steeples. I think they're amazing. Okay, Karen, have a great day. Link your Twitch stream. Are you streaming this afternoon? Be sure to check out Karen's Twitch stream. Her usually Monday through Friday. Sometimes she has to cancel. And she does like a monthly giveaway. Is it monthly or is it quarterly? Anyway, and it's fun because you get involved in the catching Pokemon in the chat. It is fun, you guys. What Bella Coco blanket? Bella Coco's one of my OGs. Okay, there's the Twitch. Thank you, Karen. Have a great day. Bella Coco and Mikey are two that I credit with getting me back into crochet. They're like my OG teachers from, oh gosh, what year? Like 11 years ago? 10 years? Anyway, love Bella Coco. And I subscribed to the Crochet Society box for a long time. But I finally canceled it. I was just getting it to give it away. And then I wasn't getting home to give it away. It would take me forever to get it So yeah. This is the middle of Memphis, you guys. There's a pyramid on the right. What is that? And I'm going over a bridge. Oh, he's deploying. Oh, that's a Bass Pro Shops, that big pyramid. I want to go there. I want to go there. Okay, we're crossing a river. I don't know what river it is. Hopefully it'll say. Oh, it's the Mississippi River. We're crossing the Mississippi into Arkansas. Pendant shawl from Fiber Spider. I haven't looked at any of his tutorials lately. Her current crochet along, and what kind of blanket is it? Because I haven't been paying attention. I've been kind of into driving truck and trying to figure out what to crochet for the workshop at the Yarny Social, which that has been decided. It's definitely going to be a tapestry, 2-color tapestry project. Okay, so this is a drive-wise side, so I gotta get into the right lane because we've got a way station coming up. I don't know what the speed limit on this bridge is. Well, it's 60 right here, so that's good. Oh, this is cool. I like seeing all the bridges in Memphis. That's cool. And I love seeing that pyramid, that Bass Pro Shops. That is on the Yarny Bus bucket list. Open all trucks, commercial vehicles, next right. I did not get the bypass. Okay. Put this on the floor. Okay. Make sure the puppy doesn't touch it. Okay, we are only 2.9 miles away from the Loves in West Memphis, Arkansas. Why is that so hard to say? So the next thing I'm going to be working on is finishing up that 2-color tapestry. Get that ready for the Yarny Social, and then finishing up the Gumball Afghan. I'm running out of time. I got 3 weeks. 3 weeks and the Yarny Social starts. Yeah, I've got 3 weeks to get this done. And if we have spots left at the door, you can pay $95 to get in. Just a flat $95. Check, cash, or Venmo, or Zelle. Go. It says go. Go, go, go. They're doing inspections over there, but I got the go lane. I got the go lane. Okay, put this back up here so the puppy doesn't eat my ribeye. I just didn't want it on the dash. Isn't she? I love Sarah Jane. She's wonderful. She's so sweet. Okay, welcome to Arkansas, everybody. Let's see, it's 65 here, so I can bump it up. RPS, let's see. Let's hear it, Niles. Don't ignore her, Niles. Well, it doesn't ignore you when you lose, only when you win. It'd be like Handmade Designs. Oh, talk to the back of my head. Okay, 1.8 miles to the exit. It's 2.2 miles to the Loves. 1.7 miles to exit 280 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
Take exit 280 on the right to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, then take the first left.
You know, it's funny, when I was putting the address into my Garmin GPS, I was reading it off of the dispatch, and it didn't say Junior, it just said Martin Luther King. It didn't say Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I thought, oh, is this celebrating his father? Because apparently he was a somebody too. You know, I don't know all the history. Of course, you know, we all heard about what happened to Junior. She wins! But his father was a somebody too. A somebody. So did you just copy L3 No, I did not come through Alabama. I came up from Mississippi. And I just drove through Memphis, and then I crossed
exit 280
the Mississippi into Arkansas. I'm in West Memphis, Arkansas. And I'm heading up to Newport, Arkansas to pick up this load. So it's pretty familiar stitches then. How long is it? Like a mystery, is it a mystery crochet along where you get pieces of the pattern at a time, or is it like you got the whole pattern
Martin Luther King Drive
at once? And they were both well-known pastors. Okay, thank you, Denisha. I know that Junior was. I knew in the back of my mind somewhere that Senior was somebody pretty special too. So that's what I was thinking when I was putting the I can't see over there. Okay, when I was putting the address, I was just typing it in as it was presented in my dispatch, and it didn't say doctor and it didn't say Junior. So I was like, okay, so who's named after?
Arrive at 800 Martin Luther King Drive on the right.
Well, it's in my ear. It's text to voice, chat to voice. It's an app, and it's in my ear in my Bluetooth. So you guys can't hear it, but okay, autos. Where the? Oh crap! I missed it. Dang! Hopefully I can go in. Oh my goodness.
Please drive to highlighted route.
I missed the entrance, but maybe I can come in on the back side here. Living on the edge. Sorry guys, I'm coming in the out. I'm coming in the exit. You guys can just get over it. Bleh. Sorry dudes, I missed the entrance. So I'm coming in the backside. Here we go. Honk! Did I hurt your feelings? You poor thing.
Turn right, then take the first right.
Okie dokie, Miss Garmin. Oh, somebody's playing with the rope toy with his daddy. Right ahead there. That white dog, and daddy's got a rope toy. Oh, yeah. I know Dooley was all about his rope toys. Okay, I'm going to go down here. Sweet boy. He wants that toy, Daddy. He's not waving at me. I waved at him. He's not waving at me. Okay, I'm coming around by you. You are backing up. You're doing good. I made the corner. We're all good. Okay. There's a woman with a backpack with luggage on a
turn left,
you know,
then
like
take
a
the first right.
like a handy cart, and her dog. If I need to travel with little bags of dog food to hand out. Oh, what are you doing, dude? I don't care. You're not blind. that line. That guy's parked. Oh, just in case I didn't know, thank you for the reminder. But I know that, girl. I know that. I agree. Sorry, Benji. Sorry, Benji. Don't know what to tell you. You just, you're second best, dude.
Turn left on Service Loop, then take the
You
first
are
right.
second best, being a Japanese hunting dog. Okay. All right, you guys. Did I arrive? Yes, I did arrive at Love's. Arrive. Yes, I'm at the planned fuel stop. Off we go. And I'm going to hit depart. Okay. And then I'm going to get off the drive line into the sleeper berth while we're sitting here waiting. And then I'm going to turn you guys around. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there's... What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? I'll give you a break once we pull forward. But until then, we're going to wait in line for fuel. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Mister. Stretch. Okay, go lay down. Go. The peoples want to see ya. There he is. There he is. There's his butt. There's his butt. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I've really enjoyed having you all here. And you said something about seeing your brother since you've all been sick. I'm glad that you're going to be able to see him. So from here on out, we are going to, we got 104 miles to go, I believe. Navigate to, yeah, 102 miles to go to Newport, Arkansas. I need to be there by 11. So 2 hours, 9:30, 10:30. I'm just barely going to make it by 10:30. We're not messing around here. I'll give the dog a quick break and then we will hit the road. It has been fun. I have loved having you all in here. Thank you for coming in. We're going to roll. We're going to get fuel, pee the dog, and roll. Okay? Okay, I love you guys. Bye.